Sit Rep 25 January 2015. This is your intrepid friend Tom. Jan worked today. Tomorrow I go in for reparative surgery on the LASIK because they didn't, Cowwick again, they didn't get the right eye. I mean, combined vision is 2015 because I'm left eye dominant because my right eye's been shit ever since I was born. But, when I joined the Army, they told me it wasn't correctable enough to drive a tank. And the reason I didn't go Air Force was they told me it wasn't correctable enough to fly. So, the reason I didn't join the Marines was even though Vandy accepted me and I passed their PT test, was the Marines said my grades weren't high enough in high school. I probably could have gotten a waiver because I knew a state senator and a state rep who would have written me a letter of recommendation. But I was kind of offended. Not much going on. I watched Fox had MMA on for 3 or 4 hours yesterday, followed by HBO had 3 hours of boxing with the three-match between Dios and Alvarez. Mile High Mike didn't make it back in for the 4th round. The doc came up, held up, and said how many fingers, and he said 4. Yeah, that was about it. But I didn't wind up watching the boxing last night. I watched the the MMA. Bought 3 beverages. Got about 2/3 through one of them. And said I didn't need the rest. I wasn't going to stay up for the boxing. I wasn't going to mix beverages with my pills. So I took my pills and went to sleep. Tonight I'll do the same thing because, like I said, tomorrow I get the surgery done again. Now theoretically they've prescribed me my eye drops. They called yesterday and said they'd called again, but Kroger hadn't called and left me a message that they got the prescriptions yet. So we're going to have to leave a half hour early and drop by Kroger at Dover Crossing, see real quick. And if they don't, well, I've got what they prescribed from an earlier prescription, so I'll take a couple of those with me just in case. I guess that sums everything up. I'd show you Kevin and Kenny, the brothers. I guess I can do it. Hold on, let's see. Kevin. Kenny. 13-year-old brothers, one all black, one all white. They love laying against my legs. Actually, Kenny's favorite place is right where I've got the computer right now, so he's pretty bent out of shape about that, but he fell asleep, so I guess he's okay. I should show you the dogs, but I'm not taking them OUT for another, I'm in for 3 hours. I like to put it in the middle of the shift. On weekends, she usually pulls 12:15 till 9, so she gets home about 9:30. So if I can, the closer I get it to 5 o'clock news, the better, without, being out there to miss the lead stories. Problem is, I always give them a can of dog food when I get back, and I don't have any. I've got treats. So maybe we'll work it that way today. Anyway, that's my sit rep. I've reached out to the enemy. Haven't heard anything back from her. She had mentioned something about the class reunion. I occasionally go to her class Facebook page and see if there's any news on there. Apparently they're having problems getting it planned and all that. So, I don't know. It's, for those who know the whole situation, it's really weird. But, Anderson out.